everyone? It's a girl who is in fact Dadaspy, and I'm keeping to my promise that I was going to vlog this weekend. I'm holding myself accountable because I've already had at least one person try to hold me accountable, so I'm doing it. So I just got my makeup done, and I just did my hair and all that, and I'm going to be going to the theater district very soon for my show, but I also want to catch the other show that is in the first, I guess, cast? The earlier cast, because I want to support some awesome, lovely, talented ladies that are doing the show too. And on top of that, I got new stuff, and I want to show you. Look, I got a bunch of new fidgets. I'm so happy. I ordered this like a little while back, and I just got most of them in the mail the other day. These two, I already had the cube, and I've already had the spinner for a little while. And then I also ordered myself this cube, which I've been finding super helpful. But the rest of these were, except for the zipper bracelets, I ordered those separately too, and I have other plans for those. But this stuff, I had a pack of 21 fidgets, and I might give some of them to my nephews or some to like a friend if I find it doesn't help me, but maybe it'll help someone I know. This one of my favorites because it's super satisfying and it's squishy. It's also really hard to do this while holding the camera. Make sure it's holding everything. This I've been finding super helpful, and I've gotten compliments on it, which is awesome. My other favorite might be this one because it is very tactile and squishy, and I love how it squishes. I got them basically because the character I play does play with some fidget toys, and I figured, well, I don't really have that many of my own, and I kind of want to try some and see if they benefit me, and I like them so far. So I am happy to keep at least most of these, and I might give the slime egg thanks to my nephew, because he's like 3 and he loves that stuff. But I don't know. So I'll take this around with me, go on a journey with you to explore what this weekend has to offer. So I will see you on the next part. Whoosh. Welcome back, everybody. I am now waiting for the train to get to Port Authority so that I can get to the theater district and yada yada yada. But there's something else I want to show you that I got in the mail like a couple days ago. Well, let me show you. Can you focus? Please, can you focus? Okay, apparently my camera doesn't want to focus, but this you see here, I just got my second PMA collection pin from Jacksepticeye's charity live streams. I got this yesterday. I also have this one back from the PMA. I have this one from the tour. And I have this one. You hear that, guys? We're gonna get on the train soon. But yeah, I got this pin in the mail, and I ordered my Ocean Man pin. I'm very excited to get that very soon, probably next month. I also have a shirt from Markiplier in the mail, and I am currently wearing my Mad Mike t-shirt from Space Jelly Beans and Crank Gameplays, which I'm wearing under a bunch of layers. I don't want to take that off right now. But I'm gonna get on the train once it gets here, and see you soon. Just finished watching the first show. We're getting ready for the second show. Warm-ups.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. It was great. It was a really good show. Please, come see it. If you can. Well, actually, by the time this goes out, it'll be done. Oh no, timing sucks. But this is me. I pressed the record button. Oops. Look. It's real. But yeah, second show happening. It's gonna be exciting. And then we have one more closing show. It'll be fun. Hey, friends. Hello. Hi.
I'm really emotional.
Yes, I mean, we're all gonna be emotional, to be fair. All of us. So, picking up. Let's do it. Bye.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't get over them.
Yeah, the fidgets are like actually like so distracting.
Squish,
I love them.
the unicorn. Squish, the unicorn. Squish, 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 squish.
I feel like such a 5-year-old now. I'm like, look at these cute toys. Like, Oh my I can't God, stop me. playing with them. All the actual fidgets, I'm like, oh man, are these those zipper things?
Yeah, they're friendship bracelets.
That's so cute. The
Yeah.
zip and unzip.
I know.
Weep. Man, I would get so distracted with these the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And the cube I actually love because I actually have a cube like this too.
Yes.
Mine's a little different. Mine's red and black and it doesn't have the like rubbery thing on the outside.
Oh yeah, that I got extra. It came with like a, what do you call it? It was like a keychain.
Oh.
And then like, that part broke, so I couldn't keep the like chain on it. Actually, like what I keep my keys on used to be part of that.
So it's like a video game control, this one.
It is, that's why I love it so much. Alright, let's do this! We did it. Show's done. I got food. I feel good. And I get to do it all again tomorrow. One more time. One more time. So I'll see what I get from there. Hi everyone. It's been a few days. As you can tell, I'm in a totally different environment. I'm actually at my parents' old place. Well, old place. My old place. My parents still live here. Whatever. I'm in Massachusetts. That's the point. It's been a few days since the show, and now that work and life and everything is not in my way, I can actually film a thing, like kind of commenting on stuff, I guess. I don't even know where to start. It has also given my brain some time to process everything that has been happening over the past couple of weeks, and most of it really good things. Actually, much better than I expected. And I think my brain is like, loves it, but is also kind of fighting it at the same time. It's a little strange. So in case you don't understand what the content of the show was about, it is the play I did was called Behind Glass Walls, the Anxiety Place, and essentially it is a play about women in therapy for a variety of different reasons. And these reasons or experiences or anything like them, they're all based off of real life experiences that the writer had gone through herself. Like things such as trying to get treatment for ADHD, attempting to cope with sexual harassment, attempting to gain some control over OCD so that it doesn't control her, and things like that. And one of the things that made this a really good experience is the people that I was with, like the women I've worked with and the really awesome just people in general that were a part of this project. What you saw at first at the very beginning was the Saturday of the closing weekend, and that was a very exciting show and it was a lot of fun. But what you didn't see was Sunday. On the actual closing day, my parents decided that they were going to come visit to see the show, and, I'm happy that they're willing to support me and all, but I had very, 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 very mixed feelings about the situation. One of the good things about it, though, was that they brought my old chorus and piano lab teacher from high school, and actually used to run, the Gay Straight Alliance I was a part of when I was in high school. Yeah, they brought her over to surprise me with her, and that was a very pleasant surprise. I was very happy about that. And it was really nice to see an old teacher watch me, perform after having seen me perform in that sort of manner in almost 10 years. It's crazy. And my parents and her, they really liked the show, which was awesome, and I really hope that they all got something out of it. Particularly with my parents, I hope that they got something out of this, because it kind of ties into one of the reasons why I've had such mixed feelings about that situation. We ended up having lunch before the show. I took them to the Westway Diner, and I took them to Schmackery's to get some cookies, and it was nice that they came and, like I said, to support me. But some of the mixed feelings I have is because they didn't support me when I needed it most in my life, and it caused a lot of issues, among other things. So, yeah, it's stuff that I'm working through and things. I'm also really sad that my brother didn't get to come, because I think he could have benefited from seeing a show like this, especially seeing as he currently lives with my parents. He actually lives here. So, it's I really would have liked to have him see that, because that would have encouraged him to maybe be better able to talk about these sorts of difficult topics that are uncomfortable, and not a lot of people like to talk about them. On a side note, I noticed that because my hoodie is black, and even though this is gray, I feel like I'm like a floating head with the background. But that's besides the point. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, I spent the beginning of Sunday trying, especially after I got to holding and doing my makeup and all that, trying not to have a panic attack, which was fun. I say with much sarcasm. And all through the show, I spent like a couple of hours like stifling that down and attempting to like, you know, not think about it too much and just be able to focus on what I'm doing. And then I did the show, we said our goodbyes, they went back to Massachusetts with a long drive, and I went to a cast party. I'm not really going to go into detail about what happened at the cast party, but it was a very positive experience for me. Like, it was a nice way of knowing that it's possible for me to be around people who don't judge you based on, I guess, personal things, like some of it being comfort levels with certain acts, or like maybe certain aspects of people's lives or something like that. And it was a really positive and welcoming experience that I don't really feel very often. And I really enjoyed it. I had like a sense of community, I guess, in a way that maybe I thought I had before, but didn't. I don't know. And on top of that, like, I've been part of many shows where, like, the cast is like, we're family now, and yada, 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 and workplaces and all that, but it's like, yeah, maybe for you it is, but I tend to get left out of this sort of stuff, and it doesn't feel that way to me and all that, and this was a little different in the sense that maybe even if that's not true, or that doesn't end up being the case with this particular group of people, we definitely had quite a few strong bonding moments, and that felt really good. I was very happy to have been there. I wouldn't trade that experience and that night for anything in the world. It's definitely a highlight of my adult life. I was gonna say young adult, but I'm 26. I don't think I'm really a young adult anymore. I don't know. I'm getting close to like my 30s, I guess, but that's like another 3 years from now. So that's saying I'm gonna be 27 in May, but whatever. And even though my partner couldn't come to the show because he was busy with work and whatever, it was nice to know that as much as it's awesome when your significant other or loved ones like come to support you or whatever, it's nice, and I told him this too, it's nice to know that I know that he supports me. Like, he doesn't have to prove it to me by coming to every single thing that I do. I know that he supports me. I may not know exactly how I know that, but I honestly, truly know that he does, and I don't need him to use coming to a show that I'm doing or whatever to prove it to me, because in the end, I come home, he's still there, and that's really nice, and it's something I never thought I would have, so that's pretty cool. And even, like, from doing the Renaissance Fair, I still have some people there that, even though we may not talk much, I still consider them, like, you know, pretty decent friends, or, like, somebody I can be open and honest with, and I don't have that a lot. There was a long period of time where I didn't have that in my life. I didn't have anybody I could be open and honest with and feel safe doing it. And now I have at least a couple of close friends, a good partner, and I have a group of ladies that I can, like, be myself around in both, like, this show that I did and then also, like, going to the Felicity House, like, being around other people that are like me is also a very, very new experience to me that I've never had before, and my brain just doesn't know how to handle it, because I'm so used to adapting to groups of people that are completely neurotypical, or like their brain wiring is nowhere close to where mine is, and now I have an opportunity to do events with ladies that are like me and have similar, I don't want to say issues, but similar things in here and all that, and it's bizarre to me. It's like, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it fully, but it's really good. It's all really good stuff. As anxious as I am about it, because I'm not used to being around people that are like me, and actually be able to trust it, and that they seem like genuinely nice people, and on top of that, being around a group of, like, I guess neurotypical or closer to neurotypical or whatever people, whatever, like, regular-ish people, something. The point is that people that are not built like me, or like the same brain like me, or whatever, like, having people in both of those realms that I can feel safe around, then I can actually trust them with things and really personal information, and they're not going to judge me about it. That's a feeling I'm not very used to, but I'm not complaining. Whatever else is going up in here, I guess I call them like the little brain gremlins. They're like gonna try to convince me otherwise, but I think this part of my life is like finally a time where I'm gonna be a little happier, even if I'm not like maybe where I want to be or wanted to be like 5 years ago or whatever. But like, it's a good sign that maybe, you know, things really are getting better, and I really am growing positively as a person, and I'm really happy about it. And honestly, like, from where I was when I last lived in this place, if that person could see me now, I don't think she'd believe what she was seeing, and I don't think she would believe that was ever possible. And it's so far from where I was at that time. Because I was like miserable and lonely and just confused. I mean, I'm still a little confused about things, but I actually have more acceptance of the circumstances I'm in, and I actually feel better about, like, way better about myself. I don't hate myself so much anymore. Actually, I don't even know if I hate myself at all. I don't know. I feel like I don't. I hope I don't. Yeah, this is all bringing up a lot of things and a lot of mixed things, but honestly, I'm really happy to have had that experience with the show and the experience I'm about to have at PAX East. I'm very excited. Oh, one more thing. By the way, so those zipper bracelets I got before, so I did bring them with me. So here's my plan with them. If I run into, like, anybody I know on Twitter, or whatever, followers, I guess, anybody like that, and if you find me, and, you know, we become friends or whatever, I'm happy to give you one, because these are friendship bracelets, so I'm happy to keep one and then give you the other, like, if you want to do that. It's probably a stupid idea or something silly, but I thought it would be fun, and it's a nice, tangible reminder of, like, I guess what I'm doing is worth something, or I don't know, what I'm working towards. And that also reminded me that I had a near happy cry experience on my way to, I think, the show on Saturday, because when I got on the train, I read a Twitter message, and this person that I have no idea who the fuck she is, and probably doesn't know who the fuck I am, told me that they were reading my stuff and were really happy with how important PMA is to me and, like, talking about mental health, and I guess, like, that seemed to make a very positive impact in their life. And seemed to like super appreciate it, and I almost cried out of happiness because I was like, holy shit, I really am making a difference, am I? On top of the differences that we have already made with the show, like positively, like it's bizarre. So I hope I get to continue with this positive track, whatever. And seriously, anybody who's been supportive of me doing this at all, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone following on Twitter, to anyone following here on YouTube, anything like that. And seriously, it's all appreciated. And on top of that, I am still taking questions and comments and things, so if you want to ask questions for April being Autism Awareness or Acceptance Month that you want me to answer and give my point of view on, leave them in the comments, tweet them at me, do that thing, or any topics that you want me to cover. As you might have noticed, I can ramble on about some of these things, so I at least want to make my ramblings a little bit more productive. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, my name is Laura, and I am Dad Aspie. If you didn't like this, I'm Mr. Camilla, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!